Okay, so good morning. This is our first puppy evaluation today. This is little Waffles. He's a male, one of the smaller males. So what we're gonna do in the first video is kind of talk you through what we're doing and why, so that when you watch the rest of the videos, you have a sense of why we're doing certain things. So first of all, we're in a new building that the puppies have never been in before, in a new room, and on a different type of flooring that they've never been on before, and also with objects in here that they've never seen before. I mean, they've seen like balls and soft toys, but these particular balls and toys are new to them. So the only thing familiar in here is me, and there's a reason for that. So we want to put the puppies under a structured amount of stress by introducing all these new things at once, and have one thing in here that they are familiar with, which is me. Then we want to see how they act under a bit of stress. So what we're going to do is run through all our testing criteria, and then at the end I will score the puppies on the score sheet. But when I score them, I'm not just taking into consideration the things that they do right now during the test. I'm also looking at their behavior from the last week. So once they turned 6 weeks old, we started recording certain behaviors that we noticed in them, and I will be taking those into consideration when I do the scoring. So one of the things that we're looking for during the totality of the test is their confidence level. So that just basically tells us how they approach a new situation. If they startle at something, how quickly do they recover? It's perfectly normal for puppies this age to startle at things that are scary, but it is more important to know how long it takes them to recover. So those things are going to give us our scores for their confidence and their nerve strength, which is also known as their resiliency. So if they do get stressed out, how long does it take them to recover? We're also looking at their energy level during the totality of the test. And also, a lot of what we know about them already will determine their energy level scores. Right now, we're gauging his friendliness with other dogs by using a stuffed dog. Some people think that that's really silly, but from a distance, the stuffed dog appears real, and it's novel to them because they've never met a black and white dog, and they've never met a dog that looks like the husky looks. So we're looking for how they approach a new dog. It's either going to be marked neutral, which means they could give or take it, submissive, which means they are either not interested in playing with it, or they're afraid of it, or assertive, which just means that they're friendly with other dogs. So far I would mark him assertive. He's friendly, but he's not overjoyed to see the dog. So one of the first scores we usually can make is their assertiveness with people, and that's based on how they approach me. So we usually give them a few seconds when we put them down in the pen just to let them look around, and then the way that they approach me is going to determine their assertiveness score. So if they're low assertive, it just means that they don't try to boss people around. Like, for instance, they don't jump on you, they don't get in your face, they don't try to move you around, they don't take things out of your hands. A medium assertive puppy would maybe start out not being assertive with you, and then as it gets to know you, become a little bit more assertive. And then a highly assertive puppy will approach me probably pretty confidently, jump in my lap, jump on my face, pull my hair, things like that. So I think you'll see a big range of assertiveness in this litter, just based on what we've seen from them and based on what we know about their full siblings from past litters. So I would not score him as assertive at this point. I do like how he's just walking around, looking at everything, he's smelling stuff, he's checking stuff out. He doesn't seem to be doing anything to indicate that he's nervous or afraid. The way that they play with their toys is going to indicate their level of prey drive. Based on watching these puppies, some of them have a fair amount of prey drive, which may or may not be relevant to your situations. I don't mind prey drive as long as they have an outlet for it, so they get to play and chase stuff, and as long as it's not the children, it's okay with me. If you have cats in the home, you're not going to want a puppy with high prey drive because it will be harder to train them not to chase the cats. So something we're looking for is like if he picks that toy up and starts shaking it, that's a pretty fair amount of prey drive. He's picked it up and he's chewing on it, but he's not shaking it yet, so at this point I'm guessing his prey drive is not high. So one of the other things we're gonna do is try to ask them to do some things for us. We're gonna ask them to stand on a wobble board, and we're gonna ask them to cross this bridge that I'm sitting on and see what their motivation level is. Their motivation to please people runs pretty high in the breed anyway. So we're gonna assume a baseline score of medium. And if it's any less than that, it'll be surprising to me. But for those of you that really like training and engagement with your dog, you're going to be looking for medium to high motivation level and also medium to high human focus. Okay, puppy, you ready? Come on, puppy. Waffles, puppy, puppy. Puppy, puppy, come here. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. I like how he let go of his toy to come to me. That's a good boy. Okay, can you walk up here? Come on, buddy. Good boy. All right, so these toys, sometimes if these toys are distracting, I'm just gonna take them out because we've already gauged his prey drive. We don't need that toy anymore unless he needs it for some kind of comfort, but it doesn't look like he does. Puppy, puppy, come. Come here, Waffles. Come here, good boy. Come on. What are you doing? Come here. Come on, buddy. Come on, pup. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Wanna walk on the bridge? Come on. Good boy. Good job. And I'm not really gauging how long it takes him to do something, just if he tries to do it. See if he'll follow my hand and do what I'm asking him. Good boy. Come on, now jump down. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. No, I'm going my own way. Just remember, like, since these objects are new, they all have a smell that they're going to be interested in. I mean, some more so than others. Some aren't going to smell them at all, and he smelled the whole surface. So it's telling us a little bit about his nose drive. Come on. You want to stand on the wobble board? Come on, buddy. It's like, not really. Puppy, puppy, come. Puppy, puppy. Waffles, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Puppy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Puppy, puppy. Come on. Come on, puppy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Are you tired already? The test is not over. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. So he's never been on a wobble board before, so let's see how he does. Good. Didn't seem to scare him. So now I'm going to pick him up and do the touch sensitivity. So for those of you that have little kids, you're going to want a highly touch tolerant puppy. So we're going to put them through the 10-step puppy handling exercise and see how they do. Oh. And he's always been one that if you picked him up, you could just hold him for as long as you wanted almost, huh? And he would just melt. So I would say he's highly touch tolerant because not only is he tolerating the touch, but he likes it. He's enjoying it. Good boy. All right. Oh, I forgot to open the mouth. I forgot. He's like, no, don't do it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Let's see if you want a tug. Do you want a tug? Good boy. Get it. Get it. Good boy. That's fun. Okay, we like to tug. Ooh, ferocious. Look at you. So cute. Oh, look at him getting amped up now. See his energy level difference? Now that he's excited? That's interesting. Good boy. We like tugging. That's okay. And you might hear like on the Google that you're not supposed to tug with baby puppies. You can totally give them a tug toy and let them tug as much as they want. Just make it soft so they don't rip out their baby teeth, and don't pull on their necks. So don't pull your tug toy, just let them pull. And this is a really fun way for them to engage with you, especially when they're teething and they're driving you crazy with their teeth. If they like tugging, use these, or I have these really long ones, and so when I'm like trying to play with puppies in the yard and they're teething and they want to eat your pants and your shoelaces, I just carry one of these around and let them tug that. That way they get satisfied on their teething and also their engagement with you. So this would be a great outlet for him to play. Good boy. Okay, so I'm going to take it away from him now and see what he does. Good boy. And I'm going to put it away since he loved it so much. And I'm going to see if he wants to chase a ball now. Yep. Ooh, where'd it go? You can see as soon as he catches the motion, he goes and tries to get it. Good boy. So this is good to know, like, if you want a playful pup that engages with you with balls and toys, this is something fun. Good boy. Okay, I think we have our ball drive. All right, so now we're gonna do two things that have to do with their sensitivity to new sights. I'm gonna shake the tarp up high above their heads, above my head actually, see what happens. Okay, nothing happened, he just looked at it. But I'm gonna give him ample time to look at it because some puppies don't react in fear immediately. Sometimes it takes them a second, so the next thing, we're going to pop the umbrella open. I usually, if they come right up to it, I let them sniff it. Okay, or grab it with their teeth. But I am gonna put him back just a little before I open it. I'm not trying to scare him. I'm just trying to show him a new something that could be scary. I don't think he's scared at all. So that's great. Because this is going to startle, I would imagine, at least half the puppies. Because again, it's something new, they've never seen it, and it pops open and makes a weird noise, and it's a weird sight. So, but I like that he was just like, whatever, I don't care. So that's great. I love that. And then I'm going to wait for him to get distracted, and I'm going to do a sound sensitivity test. So I'm going to roll this ball over there, give myself a moment to run the duck. As you can see, he's not startled by the sound. That doesn't surprise me. We don't really get a lot of sound sensitive puppies because of the way we raise them, so that's good. So I think we've covered pretty much everything. Okay, two more things. I want to know like how reactive to movement are they? So like if somebody takes off running, do they want to chase? That can be important when you have little kids. I mean, he's definitely interested, but he's not like zooming around and trying to bite my feet. So, and that's pretty much what I've noticed about him this last week. So, last thing is tenderheartedness. So I'm gonna start screaming and lay down on the floor and roll around as if I'm having a temper tantrum, and we're going to see what he does. Ah! 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 So I would say he's a little concerned. He's not wagging his tail, right? So he's not happy. But I would say he's a little concerned about me. So the tender-hearted score is really only relevant if you have small kids that are prone to having temper tantrums, or if you have anxious people living in the household, or anxious people that will be around a lot. So puppies that are highly or extremely tender-hearted, which I would only rate him moderately because he was just a little concerned, but not overly so. So puppies that are higher on the tender-hearted scale than him, so like highly or extremely tender-hearted, I would not place in a service dog home or a home with any type of extreme emotions on a regular basis, like anxiety, depression, anything like that, because the puppies feed off of that and they feel responsible for it over time. So over time, it can really stress them out. So if you have anything like that going on in your home, you're going to want to stay with no tender-hearted or moderate tender-hearted. Okay? And I think that's everything for Waffles. So in the future videos, I'm not going to talk very much. I'm just going to run through the videos, score them, and then I'll post them online. Good boy.